NFL football. Um, both our favorite topics. We got the game one team prediction week one for the regular season. We've been waiting for this, James. I mean, it's been a minute, and we're going to be covering, um, I guess we can say 2 to 3 teams a week, just the games by themselves. But let's get into it. James, you ready? So first game we got up, man, is the Ravens versus the Chiefs. So the remake, September 5th, 7:20 p.m. Who you calling for that?
The Ravens are upset about their early or their late playoff exit because they had Super Bowl hope. So I think Ravens are probably going to take the first one.
Oh yeah, they coming for vengeance. They're definitely coming for vengeance. I'm gonna have to get that to the Ravens too, man, for sure. Next up we got the Packers with Jordan Love with the extension versus the Eagles. September 6th at 7 p.m. Who you calling for that?
The Packers looked too sharp in the playoffs, so I'm leaning the Packers.
Honestly, and I like the Eagles, I really do, but I'm gonna have to go with the Packers too. I'm gonna definitely have to do that. Next up we got the Panthers versus the Saints. Oh man, they love just putting this matchup together. September 8th, at 12 p.m. Who you calling?
New Orleans.
Absolutely, Saints fan all the way. I'm gonna have to give it to the Saints too. Next up we got the Vikings versus the Giants. Justin Jefferson, he's still with them. September 8th and 12. Who you calling?
I think the Vikings, but it just depends on how sharp their quarterback's going to look this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Vikings too. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give it to the Vikings. Next up, we got the Patriots versus the Bengals. September 8th, 12 p.m. Who you calling for that one?
Bengals, I think, are going to take it.
Yeah, definitely. And did you see the quarterback, your boy from the Bengals, he got a new haircut now. It's like a
Oh,
blind burrow. Yeah. He got like a nah, it's crazy. But nah, I'm gonna have to do Bengals for sure. Um, next up we got the Steelers versus the Falcons. That's the highlight, James. This game is gonna be the highlight. September 8th, 12 p.m. Who you calling for that?
it's going to be Kirk Cousins versus the new quarterback there for the Steelers. He was on this Russell Wilson. So
Russell
that might
Wilson.
be an interesting matchup. They're both on new teams right now, and I got to lean towards the Steelers just because I have a lot of confidence in Wilson.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to get because I feel like Wilson, a lot of people doubting him right now, but if he shows us with the Steelers, they gonna be, oh man, we knew Russell, they gonna switch side. I'm gonna say the Steelers though, for sure. Um, and then another highlight game might be the Texans versus the Colts, man, September 8th at 12. Who you calling for that?
Houston's going to win the game, I think for
Ab-
sure.
Absolutely. Texans with Stephon Diggs and CJ Stroud, all these players. Yeah, absolutely. And then next up we got Arizona Cardinals and Buffalo Bills. September 8th at 12. Who you calling?
Probably the Bills for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bills. And then I think they got a new helmet look now, James. It looks good. Nice. Shout out to y'all. And then next up we got the Titans versus the Bears. Now, mind you, the Bears, they picked up the new quarterback was Caleb Williams. So who you calling for that one?
These are both going to be very different teams in this upcoming year. And I've got to lean towards the Bears just because there's so much buzz about them at the moment.
No, yeah. I'm gonna have to say the Bears too. Even though the Titans did pretty good last season, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna give the Bears that game too. Another highlight play game, Jaguars versus the Dolphins, September 8th at 12. Who you calling for that one?
I've got to lean towards the Dolphins.
Yeah, even though, like I said, your boy just got that max contract, I'ma still have to give it to the Dolphins. Well, they both got max contract, but the Dolphins for sure. Next up we got the Broncos versus the Seahawks, September 8th at 3 p.m. Who you calling for that one?
I think that we're going to see what Sean Payton's team is going to look like. he's taken over. He's gotten a draft now, so we'll see what his overhauled team looks like. But the Seahawks are still a very tough team, and the way they play, and they've played that way for a while. So I think I got to go with Seattle.
You know what? I'm gonna be kind of curious because I kind of want to see what Sean Payton got to cook up. I'm gonna say the Broncos for that one. We're gonna we'll come back to that one for sure. And then next up, we got the Raiders versus the Chargers. September 8th at 3 p.m. Who are you calling for that one?
Yeah, AFC West rivals. I got to lean towards the Chargers for this one.
Chargers? Yeah, I would say the Chargers too, to be honest. Herbert's still there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Chargers. Um, and then your team, man, this is probably a game you probably gonna tune in. Cowboys versus the Browns, September 8th at 3:25 p.m. Who you calling for that one? Of course.
Well, I was just this morning listening to Mike Fisher of Athlon Sports, and he said the Cowboys were underdogs in this game. It was either 5 or 7 points, which I was a little surprised, but that shows how much the Browns have improved. I have to definitely go with my boys, though. I don't want to bet against the Cowboys. So
No, definitely not. Even with, the whole Dak and CD Lamb, had they updated anything about that situation yet? The
nothing
about the
specific. I know CeeDee Lamb took the Cowboys off his social media, so that was
Okay. Well, we'll keep you guys updated as soon as, they make a decision. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Cowboys too. I'm gonna have to get the Cowboys down. Next up we got the Commanders versus the Buccaneers. September 8th at 3:25 p.m. Who you calling?
I think the Buccaneers because the Commanders are going to be that new team. They got the new head coach and Dan Quinn. But the Buccaneers, Baker's now going into his, I think, second full season as the starter. So
Yeah.
I lean towards Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do Tampa too. Buccaneers, Mike Evans. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Buccaneers for that one too. Next up we got the Rams and the playoff Lions. 7:20 p.m. Who you calling for that game?
This is an excellent game because of the quarterback swap they did, a handful of seasons back. And I have to lean towards the Lions, though. They're just too good of a team.
No, absolutely. If they play like how they played last season, yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Lions too. I'm gonna have to give them that. And then the last but not least game, the Jets versus the 49ers. And I think Aaron Rodgers will be returning, I believe, because I did see him at training practice. But who you calling for that one if Aaron's in the picture?
I think still the 49ers are going to win.
Yeah, me too. I definitely agree. And before we move on, man, what's the top three games are you looking forward to kind of viewing?
Definitely Cowboys, Browns, Ravens, Chiefs, and then probably the Steelers and Falcons for the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Steelers and Falcons, the Saints and the Panthers, and then I'll have to say, mm, I'll probably say I want to see what's up with that Jets and 49ers. I kind of want to see that one. But we're gonna keep you guys updated. We're gonna pick those. We're gonna keep you updated on the teams that we picked, and we're gonna cover those games. But I'm passing over to my co-host James. Man, what else we got?
J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.